Welcome back, guys. So in this next video, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see me struggling with this poor truck. Part of the struggles are probably some of the things I should be doing and didn't do, or I caught on too late and remembered about, what you guys had told me about and what I'd read in the manual. And it's probably gonna contribute to the ending of how this thing ends, which I'm not gonna spoil it, but you guys can probably guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. And just a few things too while I'm thinking about it is I have kind of sort of read some of the comments between what comes up on my notifications and what my dad tells me and my girlfriend tell me. I get the gist. I guess you guys like it. You guys really like the cats. And the cats really like the truck. And I guess they'd like you if they could talk. I don't know. I know a couple of you guys mentioned, like AutoDock and some of these other places. AutoDock, last I looked and checked, they wouldn't ship to the US, but I have been using them. They're a good reference for part numbers, and I can cross-reference that. Place in Germany, I have an order that I need to buy that's in the shopping cart, but the way they do their shipping, I'm kind of like leery because they take your order, put it in a box, and then charge you shipping after the fact instead of charging it as you go, which I guess I get it because I do sell stuff on eBay. And if you're going to do it by weight and size, then yeah, you really kind of can't ballpark, especially going overseas. But for the brakes, I'm going to probably have to use them, so we'll cross that when we get there. I'm trying to think of what else there was. But yeah, you'll see me struggle with this thing, and it's not even that cold out. At least not to me. We usually see 5 to 10 below Fahrenheit here. Usually in the month of January, February. It doesn't last very long, but we'll see it. So 31 degrees isn't much. If I'm not looking at you, if I'm like looking all over the place, this is the first time I've actually used the phone. I think you're supposed to look at the dot here. I don't know. I'm not a social butterfly. I don't take selfies and stuff. So this is literally the very first time I filmed myself. Kind of weird. It could be weird watching myself when I edit this. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm getting better at this YouTube stuff. I do enjoy doing it when I do have the time. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. It was meant to be a clip in the upcoming video, but it took so long. I was like, well, I need to put a video out. I guess as a kind of sort of an update. And maybe you guys will get some entertainment watching me struggle. And like I said, there are some things I could have done better. Like it needs 2 Group 31s. This little clown cart isn't going to jump that off. I think I drained the battery just running the glow plugs because this alternator can't keep up. That is a fresh battery in both of these. So I guess that just goes to tell you that even with 14 volts to it and 2 batteries, just like you guys said, these things are real cantankerous. But it's okay. It's just a toy. Fun little toy. I haven't messed with the brakes any. That'll be in the next video. Yes, it's very hack the way the brakes are right now, but I was just trying to see if the brakes would even do anything at all, even though I'm going to have to tear into them and everything. I do have a couple plans for this truck, and I'll show you the truck. I'm sitting in right next to it. I do have some plans for the truck, so it really does need to be roadworthy to be able to run up and down the road. Either I'm going to put a 5-speed in it, some bigger tires. Man, this is weird, but anyway, some bigger tires on it or gear vendors. I don't know which, but it needs to be able to go at least 55 or 60. But we'll get to that. I'll let you guys know what my plan is when I get closer to that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Enough of me rambling. You guys can listen to me ramble in the video, guys. I appreciate the comments and everything. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, we're gonna do a real cold start on it this time. I did cheat a little, have it hooked to the Mirage, so I can have kind of like 2 batteries, which I still haven't done yet, as you can see. So right now, where we're at, it's 31 degrees, 2 in the afternoon. It's foggy, like it says. We have some ice fog. This thing's covered in ice. Stacks are covered in ice. And I'm curious to see what it'll do. Hasn't been run in like 3 or 4 days. I've been using it as a yard truck. been busy. So it's almost 2 degrees Celsius. I know a lot of you guys are watching from overseas, so we're gonna do it in Celsius. For you guys watching here, it's 28 degrees. So I'm gonna see what this thing does. You'll get to see it raw because I don't want people thinking, that I'm cheating. There we go. Maybe. So yeah, I did read the manual on this, and I was wrong. You guys are right. It does have some glow plugs, but you have to take off the intake, which I'm sure some of you guys knew that. You never get used to it doing that. Probably not supposed to do that. But yeah, so I need to go through and test them, which I'll do. Give this thing a nice little preheat. Hopefully not burn it down. I don't like being right here next to the battery. Probably the worst thing you could do, but oh well. Go see what it does. Let me get in here so I can get some throttle. Yeah, it's icy. We're neutral. Give you a shot of the stacks. We got smoke. Let it preheat again. So just like you guys were saying, when it's cold, you're not really going anywhere unless you get started, and getting this thing going for the day is half the chore. There we go. I think it said 45 seconds on the preheat on the, what do you call that? The sun visor. So you'll either have me babbling for 45 seconds or we'll watch this thing maybe burn down for 45 seconds. I don't know. I still need to fix the wiring. That'll be this video, I guess. I don't know what part of the video I'll put this clip in, but it's been real busy. And after the last video where we saw us driving it around, that's all I've been doing is just driving it around the yard and through the neighborhood. I need to take the drums off to figure out what brakes I actually need. Brake parts, but been busy, so I'll get to that. I'll say we've had these things glowing for about a minute. See what it does. So full throttle. Got more smoke. Let it preheat one last time, and then if it doesn't go, it's probably not gonna go. But I did have it to where it wasn't using ether to start up on a normal day. Wait for it. Maybe it'll go boom. So when I hear the fuel pump drag down, that's when I know the glow plugs and everything are heating up. See the smoke. Probably going to be the longest failed cold start on YouTube. I bet that reservoir ran out of fuel to burn. Probably not good for it. But that, I can't remember what they call it. I can see it in my head, but I can't remember. But they're a dime a dozen. I can just go buy another one. Cold enough you can see my breath. But yeah, my dad told me the comment about the pencil type inject, or what do you call them? Glow plugs, so I'll look into that. So like I said, I've done some reading since the last video. Oh, 25 seconds. No, 120. Hell, I don't know. Pretty sure it's not gonna go. And the fuel isn't gelled. Know that for a fact. Yeah, you're gonna say that's gonna be a big no on it starting. Try it one last time. So I smell stuff happening. I don't see stuff happening. And it's not burning wire smell or burning starter. Oh, there it goes. It's gonna go whoosh here in a second. But yeah, this thing's reminding me like our little indirect injection Fords we had here. This was about the norm, trying to start them on a cold day like this, which, to be completely honest with you, it's not that cold. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go. And the fuel's not gelled either. It's got plenty of fuel treatment in it. Yeah, that's a hard no. So yeah, so even with whatever amount of voltage got to it, she's still not gonna go. So yeah, there's that. Probably the longest failed cold start on YouTube. So it'd been a while and I'd forgotten that I had unplugged what I thought was a grid heater, but it's actually the front bank of glow plugs. I forgot that I had unplugged this and put it back here to the little flamethrower thing, which is, I'm gonna call it the flamethrower. I know it's not right. And I wasn't even thinking, but that's probably the reason why my temp gauge isn't working. It wasn't plugged in. Never got hot. I would check it with the thermometer every now and then. But give it one more go. It's been sitting here kind of charging. And we'll know now if that front bank of glow plugs works, if I can get that to stay on there. Got a nice little spark show going. But like I said a little bit ago, that's like a bulkhead connector according to the manual to the harness inside of the intake that runs for the glow plugs. Which would explain why I never saw glow plugs on the outside of this, because, well, that's not where they're at. Makes perfect sense now. So now, instead of having 2 glow plugs and a flamethrower, in theory, if the glow plugs actually work, we'll have 4 glow plugs and no flamethrower. And I'm using the counter right here on the phone to watch it. Oh yeah, that's getting hot. Like almost too hot to touch. And I don't think that poor little car's alternator can keep up. It's only a 3-cylinder. It's in the other video if you want to see more about it. Well, let's try it. Now, if it doesn't go, it's not going. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what? I remember something. And I totally forgot. So if you made it this far, I did listen and did read. The cold start button got to be pushed in. So I read about it, and I couldn't understand what you guys were talking about until I read the manual, and then it made sense. So yeah, it moves the rack a little bit more to give it more fuel for a cold start, just like you guys are telling me. And it's not that I don't listen, it's I read it, but like the manual actually had like a diagram of what to push. And I'm more of a visual person, so the picture is what helped me out the most. Made it all click together. I think this video might be long enough to where it's just a 30-degree cold start failure. And yeah, it's just my prototype mock-up deal for the brakes. It's not gonna stay like that, so don't worry, I'm not that much of a hack. But it's just kind of like trial and error as to what'll make the brakes, or what I can use as a master cylinder. But yeah, this thing, I mean, I got one deal to fire off. So that's in. We'll see what happens. Now, if it doesn't go this time, then I am going in for sure. Fuel down, clutch in. Yeah, not going. That's okay. Like I said, I didn't want to be out here anyway. So I'm pretty sure I broke that rule. And that one. And that one. Still didn't start. But that's okay. Not real worried about it. Like I said, I don't need to use it right now. And if I did, I got other vehicles. And just a quick bonus, something that you guys might love or hate. We did get some bling on it. Got some mud flap weights and some mud flaps. I think it was my girlfriend's idea to buy them. I need to get some more bolts and tighten them down. I figured it was in Texas. We'll kind of give it more of a Texas look since it already has the stacks going for it in the flatbed, and that's just the culture here. Even though it's not a big truck to our standards, that's why I call it the English F350. This is Europe's version of our big truck back in the day. So yeah, sadly, I think there's enough video here to make a full video. So if you stuck around this far, thanks for watching, guys, and the next video will be better. I just gotta get some time to start working on this thing. We'll do tires and actually do the brakes the right way. And while I'm thinking about it, speaking of the brakes, I know some of you guys said, you know, like auto dock and all that, which maybe I got the wrong person, but they did say they wouldn't ship to the US one time, but they ship everywhere else. I don't see why the America's different, because they seem to have everything for this truck. But next video, I'll catch up on the comments with you guys, which I do appreciate the comments, 100%. The stories, the comments, the good, the bad. I like it all. And I know I don't respond or get a whole lot of chance to read them all. I'll make an effort at doing that for this next video. So guys, thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next one.